Sara loved going on hikes with her grandfather. They would explore the forests, climb hills, and look for hidden streams. One bright and sunny morning, they set out on a new adventure, taking a trail they hadn't explored before. Sara was excited, her backpack filled with snacks and a little map she had drawn herself. As they walked, Sara skipped ahead, enjoying the fresh air and the chirping of birds. But as the sun climbed higher in the sky, Sara noticed something strange. A giant dark shape seemed to follow her every step. She stopped and turned around, but there was nothing there. Her heart began to pound. "Grandpa, Grandpa," she called, running back to him. "There's a giant following me." Her grandfather knelt down and looked into her wide, frightened eyes. "A giant, you say?" he asked, pretending to be serious. "Well, let's have a look." Together they walked back to where Sara had first seen the shadow. Her grandfather pointed to the ground, where their shadows stretched long and tall, because of the high sun. "Look, Sara. This giant you saw is your own shadow." Sara blinked and stared at the dark shape on the ground. "But why does it look so big and scary?" she asked. Her grandfather chuckled. "Shadows can seem scary because they're just shapes without any details. They change size and shape, depending on where the light comes from. But look closely, it's just you." He made silly shapes with his hands, turning his shadow into a dancing bird and a wiggling snake. Sara laughed, realizing how silly her fear had been. "So, shadows can't hurt me?" she asked. "Not at all," her grandfather assured her. "In fact, they're kind of fun, aren't they?" Sara nodded and started playing with her own shadow, forgetting all about being scared. They continued their hike, Sara now unafraid of the shadow giant that followed her. Every now and then, she would make her shadow wave or jump, and she and her grandfather laughed together. By the time they returned home, Sara had learned an important lesson: shadows, like many of our fears, only have the power we give them. With her grandfather by her side, she knew she could face anything, even a shadow giant.